Hello guys, welcome to my channel Oratrix, and this is a new video series on Oracle Apex API, and we have already completed few of the videos, and in this video we are going to focus on a new thing, that is date pop-up functions. Okay, let's see how we can work on this one. Let's understand by taking one example. So we have one page over here where I have created one region, right? And what we want is we want to currently work on one table that is EMP. Let me just open prompt and let me just write select star from EMP. So we have certain data into this file, and what we want is we want to display all the records in a classic report where you can interactively update any of the field, right? So let me just open this. So let's understand what we have done here. Select, there is EMP number, so that was the first column, this one. Then we have written apex underscore item dot hidden one EMP number, right? So I don't want this EMP number to be visible at runtime. I want that to be kept as hidden, so that's why I've taken it as hidden. Next is we have a ename, and that ename is considered as a second column, okay, second item as a text, and the value is written as alias's ename. Same as for the job, that is third. Other we have a MGR. I don't want to make any changes in that. And here we have utilized apex underscore item dot date pop-up as the example is given in this one, right? Oracle Apex API. That's the fourth number, row number we are giving. Hire date, what we are displaying over here, we are displaying this hire date, and in the DD, MON and YYY format, and that is displayed as the alias is HD. Next we have apex underscore item underscore text as 5, and we are displaying salary in that. Another we have, and we are displaying a commission, right? And also a department number. Manager and department number, we don't want that to be updated by the user, so we kept as it is. So it will be displayed, but it's not editable. From EMP and order by one. So let's see what this query will do for us. Let me just run this one. So as you can see, absolutely fantastic report is there, and absolutely editable. I can edit anything over here. So if I want to make any changes, right, in this one, in salary, in terms of commission, right, anything, I can make any changes. But now the question is, if I make any changes in any of the column, what we want is we want that data to be updated into the database. So if we consider the example of this one, only this one, 20, right? So let me just refresh it so that it's reset the data from the database. Yes. So first we will check the data which is coming from the database. So currently we are working on EMP table, and right now we are able to see that EMP number is 20. So let me write where EMP number is equals to 20, right? And if I run this, I'm able to get the data that employee name is Peter, job is AP, his manager is manager ID is this one, hire date is this, salary is 250, commission is 10, and department number is 40. So all the record we are able to see over here. I hope it's visible to everyone, right? So we are able to see these records. Now what we want is we want to update this record, right? So if I make any changes into the editable forms or editable items, so I want that data to be updated in my table directly. So let's go to the our page. You need to create one button that is update. I have already created, and that is visible at the bottom of the screen, as you can keep to wherever you want. And on this update press button, I want to have a process. So let me show you what I've done as far as the process is concerned. See, what we want is, whenever any user change anything over here, that we need to store in one database or one temporary variable. Job, this has become very simpler, okay, and instead of that you can write directly apex underscore item this thing into your query, but this will look very easy if you want to understand this one. So I have declared few variables like ename, temp job, temp date, salary and commission. Now what we do is, so whenever we are querying this thing, so each and every text box, okay, is been coming in a sequence. So if we say that let me just take you to the first page. If we consider this example, so whenever you are writing apex underscore item dot hidden, or let's say for example this one apex underscore item dot text to ename, so this ename displays all the records like this. If ename is one, then you will be having one text field. If you have two records, this will be having two text fields. If you have as many as fields you have in your database, the text field will be displaying dynamically. Depends on the condition that how much data you have in your database. So it's display like that. So at first we have EMP number, at second we have ename, 3 we have job, 4th we have date, 5th we have salary, 6th commission. So let me take you to the process on which we were working. Yes, so I've declared certain variables. Now what I want is, I want to execute one loop. So that is starting from the 1 till apex underscore application dot g underscore f01 dot count. So count means it will count the total number of items that you have in your table, or this one on this page. So currently if we say that we have there's 15 records, so ultimately we can have this much data, right? We have almost 19 rows, so that we can have that much text over here. So whenever you are running or executing your for loop, so it will execute it 19 times, right? For each row it will be executed once. I'm starting a loop. I'm storing my apex underscore application dot g underscore f02. So if I consider 02, if you remember, then 02 is nothing but my employee name. Let me just full screen it. Yes, 02 is my EMP name, 03 is my job. So I'm storing those data. I'm just retrieving the data which I have updated into the text fields. So at second position we have name, at third position we have job, and as far as date is concerned, we have to convert, because as we are getting the date into this text field, so whatever the data we are getting, that is in the text format, string value. So we need to convert that into the text date. So I have written to date apex underscore application dot g underscore f04 of I comma dd mon and yyyy format. Okay, so whatever the data you have in this field, that will be converted into date in this format and will be stored into temp underscore date. Same thing we have done with the salary and with the commission. Now we have as we have all the data, now we can update the query. So this update query will be fired for each and every row that you have in your table. Hope you understand this one. So if you have 100 rows over here, so 100 update sequence will be 100 updates statements will be executed. Let's see now. Update EMP. Now I'm setting ename is equals to temp name, which we have assigned over here. Then job is equals to temp job. Hire date is equals to temp date. Salary is equals to this salary. Commission is equals to this, where EMP number is equals to apex underscore application just a minute. Yes, EMP number is equals to apex underscore application dot g underscore f01 of I. That is f01 means this one. So I have stored EMP number in first text field, that is hidden, right? So that's why I have written where clause that. So let me try to run this one and let's see whether this is working or not. So let me just change the value of this 20. I'm just changing the hire date to, let's say, 2005 would be, and I'm just firing an update query, right? So it shows here that it changed, but let's go to the database. Currently we are able to see this 2020. Let me run the query again, and yes, now it's changed to 2005, right? So same thing, if you want to update number of records at the same time, let me just go down here. It's Teek Vijay, job is clerk, it's okay. It's insert 2020, it's 2000 and let's say 8. Salary would be like 5,000 and commission would be 500. Now what we have done is apex underscore date underscore apex underscore item dot date pop up. So whenever we click here, a pop-up will be generated for us, right? And we can change the date accordingly, right? So this is the use of that. Now if I click on update, let me just copy this so that we can query that update. Yes, it shows me that it's updated, but let us check over here. Yes, as you can see that I have updated the records, right? So you can update as many records as you want instantly. It's an interactive grid, right? So depends on the column. You don't need to define a query. So depending on the record that you have in your table, on the basis of this text field will be enabled, right? If you have 5 records, only 5 columns will 5 rows will be there, and if you have only 1 records, only first row will be there, right? So hope you understand each and everything. If you have any query, you can comment in the section box, and hope you like this videos on apex underscore apex API series, and soon I'll be uploading some more videos on the upcoming things, right? Keep subscribe this channels. Thank you so much.